question is, if a tzitzit fringe touches something very unclean, like a drain water, impure waters, and I decided to cut or even completely remove that particular tzitzit, do we throw it in the regular bin, or
No. You have to bury it, but you can just wash it. It's washable. It's not. There's nothing. There's no problem with that.
The next question is, from which moment it's considered we accept Shabbos? When we is it when we in the Kiddush we say Mekadesh HaShabbat?
No, before that. So it's a very good question. So at what point we accept Shabbos? So the answer is depends who. So let's give the full answer. So if it's a woman, usually a woman accepts Shabbos when she lights the candles. Period. Why? Because why? It's very simple. Women usually don't pray Mariv, usually. So when she lights the candles, it's Shabbos for her. So and usually candles are lit 18 minutes before the sunset. As we said before many times, it's proper to accept Shabbos a little early. What is early? Whatever you can. You can do 10 minutes. Do 10 minutes. You can 5. Do 5. You can only do 3 minutes because you're so busy. Okay, do 3 minutes. 3 minutes before 18 minutes. That's what I mean, right? And as soon as she lit, right, she can accept Shabbos 1 hour before. Technically, 1 hour a quarter. Of course, seasonal hour. You have to check the calendar. It's a plaga mincha. So for plaga mincha, she can accept Shabbos. That's it. So she can light the candles, and that's it. So when I was sick, like some time ago. So it was Friday. I said, okay, what time is plaga mincha? Okay, I prayed. So I could not go to Shul. So I prayed mincha right before that. Then from plaga mincha I start Kabbalah Shabbos, and that's it. I accept it, right? So for women, very straightforward. So in order for her not to accept Shabbos, that's a big deal, because if she's been doing it for 3 times, it's called chazakah, like certainty that she accepts Shabbos. So now to cancel the certainty, we have to it's like a nether, wow, that must be canceled. Big deal. Of course, it's proper when we take anything up on ourselves, we say bli nether. So I don't want to be obligated. So if I decided to not to accept Shabbos upon me right away, so what does it mean? So they want to light the candles in the house. Let's say she reads the Hilim, this and that, and after that she wants to drive to Shul. They want to go to visit someone, right? I mean to stay for Friday night. There is no problem. So they can drive there, park there, and then come and walk home. Right? At least you save yourself one way. You understand? So in this case, so she must, but it must be like before that. So she would say, even with the lighting of the candles, I'm not going to accept Shabbos. Right? For men, it's usually for men, when we accept Shabbos, even with the sunset, we don't accept usually Shabbos, but we accept Shabbos during the prayer, right? So there are 2 opinions. The difference between 2 opinions is 5 seconds, maybe difference. So one opinion, after Kabbalah Shabbos, all this Tehillim, right? After we sing Lecha Doidi, about come right out, right? Beautiful song, and then at the end, two last verses, we actually turn to the back of the shul. You're in the house to the door, and you greet your wife, right? You bow, stuff like that. So that's last 2 verses. So meaning what? When you bow, and when you say welcome Shabbos, queen, that means that you accept Shabbos. But other poskim said no. It's actually next Psalm. I think it's 92. Mizmor Shir Le'Yom HaShabbos, like the one that Adam Harishan wrote. So other poskim say it like 5 seconds difference. Okay, maybe if you have a break between them, that's I understand. But usually, like in Shul, they go from one to another. Okay. Yeah, that's when man accepts Shabbos. But if he does not, for example, he delayed his prayers. Okay, so he delays, so it will be nightfall for sure. So ready or not, so that's when Shabbos starts for him officially. Even if he did not accept yet, does not make any difference. Okay.
So does the wife mark the acceptance of Shabbos for every member of the household?
Only for herself. So other people can still do melachas. And before the sunset, she can ask the members of your family straightforward to do things for her. So her husband is still at home. So she said, I forgot to turn on the stove. I forgot to turn off the light in this room, that room. So he can still do all of these things.
The other question is about the tzaddikim that are taken away because their prayers were bringing hesed to the wicked also. Is that right or wrong?
Yes, yeah. So it's one of the 7 reasons, but just quickly, I'm just going to cover only this reason. So it's not like so these Christians, they took idea and turned everything upside down. They said this Yoshka, so he died because for the sins of all of the generations. That's they took an idea and turned everything around. So, but that's not true. So it's a Jewish idea, but the Jewish idea is that because of the sins of these wicked people, Hashem has to take from this world 10,000 people, let's say, that's for sure, Jews, right? So and then 2 or 3 tzaddikim, or even one, is worth in spiritual scales is like 10,000 people. Like it says, Moshe Rabbeinu was worth 600,000 people. That's his spiritual worth. So it's very simple in our generation. One holy man be worth in spiritual weights like these 10,000 people. So in some sense, these people are getting more chances, right? The sins are not forgiven, absolutely not. So maybe the way I see it, the way I understand, it's my personal idea, right? I never read it, but my personal idea that because they got this extension, because they drove, it's my idea. If it's right or not, I'm not sure, but that's what I think. If, in some sense, because of their sins, this holy person was taken away, and they did not do teshuvah. Let's say if they did, good for them, and good for this holy person. But if they did not, so they're going to be punished double or triple or million times more because of them. This holy person was driven from this world, but it was for no avail for them. They did not use the opportunity. You understand? So as I would just say, it's I think it's from Archot Tzaddikim. I think it's from that. There is a parable when it was in prison, so they do an underground tunnel to run from the prison cell, and everybody ran except one guy. So the guy say, I should come out from the prison. My sentence ends next week. Okay, so then next week, so why should I run away? And plus, let these prison guards and prison ward just see how honest I am. I'm not like these criminals, right? And when the prison guards came, and this guy in charge, and they saw one person sitting there on a bench, smiling. You see, I did not run away. I could have, or his tunnel. Somebody said, beat him senselessly. Say, you stupid person! You had this opportunity to run away, and you did not. Right? You chose to stay one more second in a prison. So you're nothing but the fool. So same as here, our sages teach, right? So if you have opportunity to do teshuva and you just neglect it, you're nothing but the fool. You understand? So you have this underground tunnel, just run. So and especially if this tzaddik was taken, so.
And so that's the reason why I think in the Gemara it says the Mashiach cannot come until the sages are decreased from the world. I think it says because it's like if in the meantime that there are still great sages, it's like their holiness is also covering and bringing Hesed to the world.
Mm-hmm.
So I have been assured that maybe that's the reason why the Gemara says that in prior to the coming of Mashiach, the Tzaddikim are not going to be anymore.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Maybe.
The other question is, I heard in a history documentary that in the times of Rome, in the Second Temple, during the Second Temple, some group of Judahites kept the position that on Shabbos is not allowed to leave the home. In the halacha of today, still the distance it's very short, like 1 kilometer. So will it be forbidden to leave the home during Shabbos and they are paid Shamai halacha when Mashiach comes?
No, what's I saying? 1 kilometer. It's at home Shabbos. It's 0.6 miles. It's only forbidden if you like somewhere in like an outskirt of the city. It's if you're in a town, in a city, so you can walk as much as you want. Like when you leave the city, from there you can only go like 1 kilometer.
Because these Jewish sects during those times, I think they directly they don't.
Beezrat. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So now excellent. There is there is Beezrat and Tzaddikim. So they of course they first Christians. I think we have I had a clip about it. All these clowns, right? And they're still here. In the different forms. So they say, no, we're going to observe only written Torah. No oral Torah, but written. But in written Torah, it says on Shabbos, right, don't stay home, don't go out to collect man. Okay, so that's how they decided to stay home, right? Stay home, but our sages explain it differently in the oral Torah. So what is the home? What is home is the encampment, the whole camp, and the whole of the Jewish people, 12 tribes. And the way I understand it was 12 meals. 12 meals, it's a lot. It's not 12 miles, it's 12 meals. Okay, so what is 12 meals? So to walk 4 meals takes 72 minutes. Okay, so 4. So 12 meals, it's a lot. So, but the sages say only 2,000 hours. It's not 1 meal, but 2,000 hours. Okay, so it's this kilometer. So those are crazy people. It has nothing to do with Beis Hill or Beis Shammai. It's their craziness.
Okay, thank you very much, Kabbalah.
You're welcome. Okay, what else?
Thank you, Rabbi. Just quick questions about what Rob explained about accepting Shabbos. So women, they accept Shabbos when they lit the candles, and men when they sing Lechadodi, the last two verses. Did I get this right?
Yeah, at the end, the last verses when they turn to the back of the Shul. So because you say. Welcome, Queen, welcome. So and we bowed like you return when you're in your house, right? So somebody comes into your house. So you turn back to the door, and you welcome that person, right? So that's Queen Shabbos. So men accept Shabbos in prayer, basically. Yes. And in a prayer, when they pray Marif, we do a kiddush on a biblical level. On the rabbinical level, of course, you have to do it over wine, but on a biblical level, technically, if a person does not have wine, this and that, so this kiddush that we did during the prayers, meaning before Shmona Esrei, one part, and second part after Shmona Esrei. So that's count as a kiddush. Of course, we do it over the wine, but just so you know.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
So if the guy is single and he has to lit his own candles, does he accept Shabbos on the Harodi too, or on
I think yes. So in this case, a person must decide. But I would say that since it is custom of men, do not accept Shabbos on candlelight, and so I would say keep in mind, do not accept. Right. So except in prayers. But women, of course, if she wants, she can pray Marif, nobody's stopping her. But usually women pray only 2 prayers. Right? Shacharis and Mincha. Because it's Mincha is because it's short. But if she wants Marif, no problem. No, nobody's stopping her. Single lady, she wants to pray Marif. Very good.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
Another question about Shabbos before I move on to the next question on the board. What comes first on Motzei Shabbos, Abdallah or Mariv?
So in a synagogue, so I'm going to give you two answers. On a synagogue, first we pray, and in some they do Havdalah, and some they don't Havdalah. So basically we come home and do Havdalah for the family. But technically, for example, if person prays at home, it's whatever they want. Whatever they want. For example, he wants to pray with the later minion. For example, right now in the winter, in a place where I live. So I give you an example. Like the Shabbos ends like 5:40. Let's say 5:40, and I come home. Let's say 6 o'clock, whatever, 6:10. So I do Havdalah, right? For example, but I want to pray Marif is actually in 9 p.m. I go to different event, let's say, and I know that in that place they're going to pray Shabbos. So Marif, I'm going to pray with them. There is no problem. There is no contradiction. Havdalah means that you accept that the Shabbos ended, and now from here on there is a weekday. And when men praise Havdalah, men praise Marif in a fourth blessing, there is a special Havdalah. There is an insertion in a great box. It is actually Havdalah. Okay, so technically he did Havdalah. So but still, of course, rabbinically, you should do it with a candle, with a bisumim, with the wine, with the grape juice. That's a different story. But technically he did Havdalah, so he can drive. Until the real Havdalah with the wine, with the grape juice, with the candle, a person cannot eat. So after you ate Mariv, after you pray Mariv, you can drive, you can do turn off the light, do whatever you want, whatever was forbidden except eating and drinking. So eating and drinking you can do only after Havdalah over the candle. Right, so technically you can pray Mariv, for example, and you go to somebody else's house, and they say, "Please come. We're going to do Havdalah, musical Havdalah with guitar, with the beautiful settings," and other people come. And so, okay, so you said, "I'm going to do Havdalah." There is no problem. So you can do both ways. There is no contradiction.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.